All right, guys, here we go. Just a real quick morning update and showing you how you can eventually work up to paying off your mortgage each month. Okay. First of all, we're looking at the SP 500, and it seems like for years, but it's really just been a few months that we've been holding this blue line. This blue line on my chart's the 20 simple day moving average. That's the average closing price the last 20 days. The red one's the 200, so obviously it's the last, the closing price average of the last 200 days. Okay. So after the big, sell off and market rips, downside, upside over the tariff deal, finally got over the 20, been the blue line, been holding that while really since April, the end of April this year. Bottom line came back down into it, close to it today. So we are reversing now. A lot of people, retail investors, saw this big uh, dump here and went in short. So now they're having to cover, meaning they thought it was going to keep going lower, and it's now reversing. So we could actually get a reversal in the markets through the end of the week. Time will tell, but it looks like we're trying to move up there. And I drew this blue dash line to kind of show you had consolidation over here so that we put our line in here. We wicked into it here. All that was bought up, real powerful. That's institutional buying in order to take a red candle like that and reverse it, just like we are today. Okay. And came back into it. So that was our signal. Here's a 15-minute kind of show you the floor time frame here. Well, faster time frame, there's more of it. See right here, uh, green takes it anyway up into the 20s. So we're moving up. So we took a few of our short plays off, and then the ones we do have on, this is a small cap. This is how you make, uh, that mortgage payment. First of all, credit card payment, pay those off, roll that into, your car, and then with a little practice here, uh, trading these, not being a degenerate, but conservatively playing uh, these different small caps that we show you how to do to the upside and downside right here because the markets had run so high. We did, the short plays. Okay. So we got our stop loss just above the today's candle on this one because we're getting close to the 20, getting close to in previous reports. So we don't want to lose that. Once you're in money, you want to go home with money. And right here, see where that stop loss real close to the top of that candle in case we reverse. Like I was saying, we want to catch it. See, high pivot here, previous resistance, most times when you come back to it will be support. Okay. Here's the last one here. See, we're still above the 20, but these we set up, over the last 2, 3 days. Okay, so it doesn't take long if you know the process, if you know the system, you'll put your, time and effort into learning those things. Okay, and then one other thing I want to show you real quick is a real quick view of our, new course here, finding, we show you how to find them, okay, trading, which I just showed you, and profiting, which I just showed you from altcoins and small cap stocks, okay. The altcoins are like shooting stars. They're going to blow up and then dump, 80, 90, 100%. You know how they go. So a more consistent way bringing in money per month, pay off a few credit cards, make that car payment, make that, then graduate to that mortgage payment, okay, is through really, in my opinion, those small cap stocks. And we show you how to find those, how to scan for those, get those, the setup, so on and so forth. But anyway, here we go. In the introduction, we even go pretty deep, select all coins, that benefit from the evolving U.S. government partnerships and the different rules and regulations that you're going to be up against or your altcoin, and then finding how to find top altcoins and small cap stocks. Okay, we won't top altcoins are going to survive the Clarity Act. Okay, either you're going to make it or you're not, and we would rather be in and coins, for example, that are going to make it. So strategies for identifying promising altcoins, several parts there, and of course your small cap stocks, okay? And then how to trade those, okay? For huge gain. We'll show you all these different, we have four different parts here of this one uh, setup that you can break down that has actually multiple setups in there. And we show you, on the charts, break it down piece by piece. And then the most important thing, as you saw earlier, was that stop loss, okay? You can be wrong and you will be wrong. Okay. You will lose money. I'm telling you, but it's money management. Don't we have well we have special techniques so that you don't get completely wiped out of the market. There's two types of people in the market. There are depositors and then withdrawers. Okay, depositors are always having to put money in their account, deposit money in their account to keep it up so they can trade because they don't know how to manage money. They don't know the tricks and tips of staying in the market once they, have their money in the market, then they're trading, if that makes sense. Okay. And then there are the withdrawers. That's what you want to be. You want to be with withdrawer to pay off a little credit card debt, pay off, maybe make a car payment, then work up to making that mortgage payment. Okay. And then, anyway, we don't want to beat that to death. And then how to enter, hold, and sell your altcoins. Okay, how to move those stop losses up, different ways, strategies, and techniques of doing that, and both with the altcoins and the small cap. Everything trades the same. If there's a human being creating it, then this methodology will work. Doesn't matter if you're in stocks, crypto, gold, silver, oil, commodities, precious metals, whatever it is, okay? And then in conclusion, we give you a bunch of, tips here, things to help you how to identify your strengths and weaknesses in the market. Two biggest factors why, new investors fail. And then at the end here, we have um, a bonus. What that bonus is well, between now and the end of the year, we're having one tonight actually, a Zoom meeting where we, take your questions and answers, stuff like that, and go over everything. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much, and we will see you on the charts.